Come on, white rice.
What's good? What's good? What's good, folks? What's good? It's a brand new week. It's a brand new Wednesday. So you already know what that means. It's a brand new episode of PD&J. What's good today? I'm your host, Jay.
And I'm your host, Pocket. What is happening in the world?
A lot, apparently. We're going to do a little something different. We're going to switch it up. We're going to knock out sports, get sports taken care of. Then we're going to go into our current event segment.
Wait a minute. That's not any different. We usually do sports first, especially when we want to get to the good stuff. So, we don't see what's different is we don't have a guest this week. That's what's different. It's been a while since we had a guest.
That too, but we all let's talk sports.
Well, first thing, shout out to the National Hockey League and the Grier family. The very first black GM in the NHL. Shout out to you, Mike Grier. And if you know that name sounds familiar, guess who the Dolphins GM is? His brother, good old Chris Grier. So let's see if Mike is going to do the same thing as Chris and go get the fastest player in the league.
No, I don't think so.
It's a shot.
It could happen.
Yeah,
I doubt it, but whatever.
But what do y'all think about that? I think so. I think it can happen. I really do. But shout out to them. And then, we talked last week about Jake Paul and Tommy Fury. You want me to say? You want me to? You want to? Do you think what I said is true now?
I called it though. I said the fight wasn't going to happen.
Folks, I believe we have Mr. Delirious right here.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
I could have sworn last week I said Tommy Fury was scared. And I'm sticking to that. He's scared. For whatever reason, he don't want to fight Jake Paul. So, but what's really funny, Jake Paul is really going to get in there with a hefty man, Mr. Hassim Rahman Jr. If that name sounds familiar, yes. He was the heavyweight champion. I believe he beat Trevor Burgess or somebody back in the day. He's from my hometown, actually. He fought out of Baltimore, so shout out to them. Look like Jake Paul, you might have bit off more than you can chew. I mean, this guy, he's the thumper. So we'll find out. We'll find out.
What else is going on in the sports world?
What else isn't going on? Kyrie still on Brooklyn. Durant still on Brooklyn. Ayton still has no team.
Now, here's the thing. I think we kind of talked on this a little bit. Do you honestly think now? Keep in mind, Kevin Durant did mention and say Phoenix Suns is one of the hot spots as well as the Miami Heat, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So those were his two top picks as far as where he wants. He's going to get what he wants. Where do you think he's going to land?
You don't have to get what he wants. You got to remember, he's got a 4-year contract.
True.
So he don't get necessarily what he wants. He may end up in Toronto because they got the best package for him. And he'll be stuck there for 4 years.
So do you see the Phoenix Suns standing a chance of getting him?
So here's what
I do, but I don't.
I don't. Because they don't have enough. Neither do the Heat. You got to get 3 other teams involved to make it happen. Remember, we said last week, if you get the Lakers to get Kyrie, right? Put a package around with the Lakers, the Nets, the Suns. I don't know. I can't even think of another team, but another team.
A 4-pack.
Oh, Charlotte. I forgot about that. Charlotte.
A 4-team deal where there's money involved. Picks and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you think about that.
Do you think he's still worth it, though?
Who?
Kevin. The man is injury prone, except for last year. Last year was one of the years where he didn't necessarily.
So, who was the league MVP before he got hurt?
I don't remember.
Durant. Just take a sip. It was Durant. Before he got hurt, he was the league MVP. And then it was a muscle strain on the leg that he had repaired, so they had to be careful. So either way, he's in his 30s, early 30s. He's already proved that he's still the man.
Truly, we're getting your comments. Salute and respect for tuning in. We appreciate it. So definitely go ahead and leave your comments. I don't care how you got to do it.
Oh, he's out of comment jail. We need to pray Akon for him. He was locked up, and they finally let him out. Man, shout out to you, Trulu. But getting back, talking about this, they need to get if you get Charlotte, Phoenix, Nets, and Lakers, or even Charlotte, Miami. If you don't want to do Phoenix, and just that same grouping, Charlotte wants Westbrook's
contract.
Yeah, to get it off the books.
Yeah.
You know who the Lakers want, and then the Lakers can package Howard or somebody over there, or whatever you want to do.
That
then,
I actually
see.
see.
Going around.
I
mean,
see
it
him
works.
going to Miami more than anything.
I don't, because the thing is, if he goes to Miami, he's talking about what they need to keep. They ain't going to keep all of that.
That's true.
See with Phoenix, the only people they're tied into is Bridget. Well, not really Bridges, Booker, and Paul's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah,
and they don't have a center.
Yeah,
because Aiden's going to have to go in the package.
That is very
so.
true.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, Durant's still a superstar. He's still a Hall of Famer. First ballot, marginal first ballot. I know people are going to be like, what? Marginal? Yeah, marginal. Because what has he done on his own?
What else is going on in the sports?
Boxing. So this week we had the kickoff with Savannah Marshall.
That I actually went back. I went back and I looked at that face-off. It
was intense.
Yes, I'm actually looking forward to this fight. No, I'm actually really looking forward. And what date is that? September what?
I want to say 17th is sticking out to me.
Okay.
I think it's the day. I know it's like mid-September, early September. But the reason why I agree with him, because this is the thing: Savannah Marshall is the only person that has blemished Claressa Shields' record in the boxing ring, not MMA, in the boxing ring. She has one loss in MMA too, but obviously we know she's a boxer. So to think about that, and she wants to relieve it with this blemish. But the two things I want to say: Savannah Marshall is a beast. She fights just like your boy Tyson Fury. That could be a problem. Claressa Shields fast. She's an accurate puncher and she's fast.
Well, as they all say, everybody got a game plan until you get punched in the mouth.
But the whole thing is, can she hit her in the mouth? Because she fought her before. Not that she was 17.
Yeah.
But the thing is, not only has Claressa gotten better, but Savannah Marshall's gotten better. But Savannah Marshall has a lot more knockouts on her resume than Claressa Shields. And she's knocked out. Everybody that she's fought, the Claressa's fought, she's knocked out. Claressa Shields has beat them bad, but doesn't have many knockouts. That's the things to look at. Claressa Shields also has been knocked down. So that's another thing you got to think about, too. So what happens? This is a hell of a fight, folks. This is it.
So those that are tuning in, we appreciate you guys tuning in. What I want you guys to do right now, hit that share button. Go ahead and share it on your platforms. We want to get as many viewers as we can while we are live. Definitely leave your comments. We're going to try to get to every last comment that we can. Yeah, Claressa Shields, that fight is going to be something bananas. I want to touch on Brittany Griner.
Let's not even touch on it. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
So,
and back to True New Wednesday going down September 17th, I believe. We'll circle back and confirm that when it gets closer to the fight. But yeah, September 17th is when we think that's going to happen.
So Brittany Griner, this situation is very troubling to me. Her coach thinks it's because she's a female. I don't think it's that. I just think you have a coward in the White House.
Speak your mind, man. Speak your mind. Floor is yours.
Why do I say that? So people don't like to talk about this, but Meek Mill got a pardon from who? Anybody know? Just Agent Orange. He got a pardon from Agent Orange. I'm trying to think of his name. Was in Sweden, under sanctions, got released under, once again, Agent Orange. He actually threatened Sweden, said, if you don't release him, I'm going to hold sanctions against you. You know what they said? Hey, you know what? We were just playing. We just going to let him go. They let him go. That's two, right? The third one, he pardoned Lil Wayne. So people talk about how he doesn't do crap for black people. It sounds like to me, he's got a little bit of a history doing something for black people. Whereas opposed that Biden and Kamala have a history of wanting to suppress black people. Don't believe me? Let's go back to 89, 90, somewhere in there, where there was a law that was passed that no matter what the drug conviction you're going to jail. I hate to tell you, but the guy in office right now was the gung-ho guy behind that. Then in California, someone said, we should try to legalize pedophilia. It's not that bad. Who's behind that? Your vice president. So thank you. ASAP Rocky. Thank you. ASAP Rocky. That's who it was in Sweden. And Agent Orange got him out. Now, I do want to say this. He was a little too outspoken for what we're used to nowadays. A little too outspoken. He spoke his mind. He said a lot of things people wanted to say but didn't say. He tweeted a lot of things that he shouldn't have tweeted. But you know what? He kept it real. This guy in office right now, can you tell me what's going on? Can you tell me what he's thinking? What he's putting the new justice in office.
Yeah, he was stuttering.
Excuse me. Come
He
on, man.
sounded like I'm a flood for a minute. I'm not saying that he's the best one.
He's not the right one.
Never said that either.
Well, apparently the millions of people that voted for him said he was. Or was it the fact that he had a female black vice president that got it?
That could be the case too.
If that's the case, then all y'all need your voting rights for voting. You need to look at what's on paper. Look at what's in front of you.
Well, this is what I say in regards to the whole Brittany Griner. I kind of agree with Trulu. She's being used as a bargaining chip into a certain regards. I definitely do believe that. And it's wrong. She's being used as a pawn, and that's just completely wrong. And should our president do more to get her out? Absolutely. Is he going about it the right? In certain aspects of what you said, I absolutely do agree with you with. He should be doing more.
He should. He definitely should. Then he made a promise to her wife. Oh, we're going to bring her home. We're going to do what we can to bring her home. Why haven't you done it yet? She's been there 4 months. Do you understand what this is not like an American jail. She's what, 6'9"? So she can't even fit on a bed in there. I'm quite sure she's uncomfortable. She's not living a lavish life. It's not like you're watching what is it, The Sopranos or something, and she got 3. She can make her own meals. She has a team. No, come on, you gotta do better. Do better, man.
And speaking on that, just to wrap sports up, let's talk about how the absence of Brittany Griner is really affecting the Phoenix Mercury.
It's not the absence of Brittany Griner, because I don't think she was the glue for Diana Taurasi. And shout out to her. I did see her at CVS out here. It's my wife and I. My wife actually pointed her out. I wasn't paying attention. Then I saw her. And I screamed out the GOAT. And she kept looking up to see who did it. And, she waved back. We should have got a picture with her, but she was shopping for a baby, I think, in a rush. So I didn't want to bother her. But shout out to her. And now, I forgot who she's arguing with now. What's her name?
Skylar.
Mr. Diggins. Oh, Mrs. Diggins.
Watch your mouth, bro.
Mrs. Diggins Smith.
If you're nasty.
They're not getting along.
Not at all.
Matter of fact, it got to the point that Tina Charles was on the team averaging 17 and 8 and got cut. I'm like, what the hell's going on? The coach did it, talking about the All-Star game since Diana Taurasi didn't get voted in. Here's what I'm talking about. The coach came up and said, if Diana Taurasi isn't in the All-Star game, it may be an All-Star game, but it's no All-Stars because Diana Taurasi isn't in it. And Skylar put a clown face emoji as a response. I'm like, you're on the same team, so I got a feeling at the end of this year, they're going to break up that team.
Might be. I actually will agree with that. Now, do you think Diana's going to retire?
No, she's not. She already said she's not retiring.
Okay, so they're going to probably have to give her to Skylar then.
Or unless, like we said, I don't think Brittany was the glue, but she might have been. She might have been the piece between the two. So we don't know.
We shall see. We shall see. Well, on that note, folks, we are going to our first commercial break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Who's ready for some fun? Who enjoys a podcast where the host speaks about what's on their minds and doesn't hold back? PD&J What's Good Today is an open format podcast hosted by Pocket and J-Dub the King. Let's talk about sports, let's talk about music, let's just have an interesting conversation. If you have any topics for us to discuss, email pdnjmediaproductionsllc@gmail.com. Tune in to PD&J What's Good Today every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on Facebook and YouTube Live at J-Dub the King.
Folks, what's good? Welcome back to a brand new episode of What's Good Today. It's your host, Jay.
And your host, Pocket. As we know, we just wrapped up sports, finishing it out with the controversy of the Phoenix Mercury. But let's talk about a different controversy. Shout out to the Highland Park.
Well, before we get into that, I hope everybody had a wonderful and safe holiday this past 4th of July. We all know what happened over the nation.
Well, some people don't know. That's why I went there.
Okay. Well, those that don't know, we do hope that those that did have a good 4th of July had a safe one as well. But there's some that did not.
There's quite a few that did. Yeah, you cut me off in my thoughts. So yeah, go ahead.
So Highland Park. There was a mass shooting in Highland Park. I believe it was now 7 are dead, and it was 10 that were injured, right? Yeah. Due to the shooter that planned it.
And he was going to go to Madison, Wisconsin instead. Do the same thing.
Folks, I'm tired of talking about this on our platform, but it's something that needs to be talked about. But I'm getting sick and tired of talking about it.
I don't even know I don't know where to start with that. He planned it. He was an aspiring rapper, and I think he even voted in one of his raps or something like that.
Which leads me to a whole nother subject, but I'll let you go ahead and finish what you
nothing. That's the thought. I was like, he wrote it in one of his songs, what he was going to do.
And for all the rappers that's out there, that's aspiring rappers trying to get in the game, you might want to rethink your process in regards to it and what you're going to have to sacrifice to do it. What's being sacrificed, who might be sacrificed, and things of what you say that you're going to do. They're now prosecuting rappers.
Well, they've been
with the lyrics of what they're using.
It's not anything new. They've been doing it. It's just that it's getting more notoriety because of what just happened with
Young Thug.
Yeah, Young Thug and his crew, which I don't even know what to say about that, man. That there was just complete idiocy. Some people were just stupid, and they qualify for that. But like you said, if you're writing a song, let's think about what you're writing about. Please. I don't care if you're writing about murder. Let it be a fictional murder, not something you're going to do, not something that you've already done, not something that somebody in your crew did. Come on. Like I'm gonna be a serial killer, Fruit Loops, Kellogg's, Frosted Flakes, or something. Like, just make it simple. Stop being stupid. Street cred is no cred.
You know what I'm starting to think? That these politicians are feeding into this, because at the end of the day, who's capitalizing off of this? Who really capitalizes off of these mass shootings and everything that's going on?
Capitalizes.
The NRA, because it's forcing everybody else to want to go out there and buy guns, buy ammo, try to supposedly protect themselves, but you get them loose nuts that fall through the cracks. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly what you're saying. I haven't said anything. I'm just soaking it in.
And then you got the politicians that feed off of the NRA at the same time.
Here's the thing: I don't think the ultimate benefit right now, because you can buy all the guns you want. It's a matter of getting the ammo. Ammo prices have gone up.
He said it. He said, Trulu said this: these things are being allowed. Why? Because they want to set off a race riot coast to coast. The fact that these shooters are being taken alive says a lot.
So what about the black man that was taken alive in New York?
Still says a lot.
It was a race riot. He shot up everybody. Same thing with this kid in Highland Park. He just didn't shoot black people. So I don't see it as a race riot. I see it as an overall genocide. That's what I see. I see they trying to clean everything up.
Well, I've always said it like this. Well, what affects one affects all. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, whether it's a race riot or not, this is just crazy. Yeah, I love this conversation. We got comments coming in. Go ahead, Pocket.
No, I'm just. If you're wondering why I'm not saying much, because this stuff gets enough airplay as it is, and I know how the algorithms work. You mention it, guess what? You're gonna go to the top of somebody's list. I'm not giving it. What's happening with these why we're seeing so many serial killers? Like it goes back to the fact they're getting glorified in such a way. In such a way, it's sad. But I tell you what, it should not stop anyone from living their life.
That I do agree with.
Because it'll be, well, I wish I should have. While you're sitting there bleeding, I wish I would have. Stop wishing, stop thinking, do it. And I say that with a caveat of when whatever you plan to do, make sure it's something that does not hurt or inflict harm. Do I need to say it again? Something that does not inflict harm, does not hurt. Like, for instance, we just had a show, a hell of a show, the end of June. Y'all know what's coming up? We told y'all we had something in the works. And you know what was great that night? We had really all but one incident, which wasn't even an incident.
I wouldn't even call that an incident.
But we all had fun. We had good laughs. You know, afterwards taking pictures, hanging out for a little bit. Then it was so tired, everybody went their separate ways. Everything was peaceful. Peaceful. Now, because of how everything went, you want to tell them the date?
Folks, we're not going off the subject, but we just got a announcement that we want to make real quick. October 15th, next is Get Your Laugh On, Volume 1. Can't wait for it. Soon we're going to have Belly B hosting it. I got Naeem Elliott, and there's going to be more.
You want to know why we're doing this? Because it seems like what you have to understand, okay? Break down the mental psyche, blah, 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 blah. In my Sleepy Joe moment. Laughter helps you get through a lot. You got to think that night people walked in, and also probably myself, probably you as well. I can't speak for you, but anytime you're watching comedy or looking at comedy, you're seeing something funny, when you laugh, you feel a relief coming over yourself. Yeah, whatever the problem was before you laughed, before you went to that comedy show, was always going to be there. But guess what? Getting that second relief of laughter is food for your soul. It's healing for your soul. It's healing for your body. It's healing for your mind.
And those that was not there, you guys missed out
on a treat. You missed out on a treat.
It was a great show. We can't wait to do it again. But going back to this Highland Park thing, what really bothers me about it is, yeah, he wants to be an aspiring rapper, yada, 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 yada. But his mental psyche was broken, and it was broken somewhere. And one of the things that we use this platform to talk about is mental health, because it's not talked about a lot. So, and we can't speak to where his mind frame would be or was at or anything else like that. But, or even the guy in New York.
He just said he was tired of it. He didn't say anything mental. You want to put it on mental. That man said he was just tired of it. Mentally,
you get frustrated and sick and tired.
Mentally exhausted, yeah. But he didn't say that. He said, I'm tired of this shit. That's what he said. Now, if you're looking at me, you're looking at my facial expressions, you're like, wow, man, you're not even, I'm not engaged in that, because what did I tell y'all when you have a gun? I I'm not ever going to say mental anything. I'm not doing it. I don't care if you want to go down the road. I am not going there. I'm not doing it. You want to talk mental? I shut down. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Why? Because that's giving him way too much credit. That means he's so smart, he's crazy.
There are some people that are like that. There are some people that are like
So
that.
you're telling me he's on that level?
I don't know him like that. I can't speak for him. I'm not a psychiatrist. I don't
have to be a psychiatrist. Tell me he's an idiot.
Rap didn't get the bad. Rap didn't get a bad rap until Big Money got behind gangster rap, which is fact.
Go back to the 80s.
Gangster rap started in the 80s.
No,
some
it
of
did not.
it did.
No.
Some of it did.
Late 80s, yes. The actual rap from the 80s, in the late 70s, they were trying to get rid of that crap. I'm telling you, go to you and. Okay, you want to say rap? Gangster rap? UNITY, is that a gangster rap? Queen Latifah, UNITY, is that a gangster rap?
No.
So why did they try to ban it off the radio?
Because it was talking about unity.
I'm proving your point. I'm proving the point. It was not gangster rap that was doing it. It was rap, period. They saw that black people were going to benefit from this, and they wanted to kill it. That's what it was about. And then it turned that you started having, oh my gosh. Help me out, Renee. I can see it. The guy died off from the group a few years ago from cancer. New York as well. I can see it. Not Lincoln Park. Come on, man. White group. One of the best rappers in the game. People don't give him credit.
From Cypress Hill?
Well, Cypress Hill's another one, but no, not Cypress Hill.
Everlast?
No, New York. I can see them, but I can't think of them. Beastie Boys.
Oh, okay.
Beastie Boys. Same thing with them. They tried to shut them down, saying they were gangsters. They weren't rapping gangster. They were rapping clean.
But at the end of the day, going to what I was saying, what she was rapping about was about unity, bringing people together. They didn't want to see that. And at the end of the day, they're only going to promote what they want to promote. You and I both know this.
They want to promote what puts money in their pocket.
Exactly. And
it's not about what they want to promote. If they could want to promote something, they're not going to promote it. It's not coating their pockets.
Exactly. And what's coating their pockets at that time when gangster rap came out, oh shit, black people are killing black people over gangster shit. We can make money off of this shit. Oh yeah, we want in. So I'm gonna sign this dude to $1 million. We're gonna take his masters, his royalties. He doesn't know any better. Give him this money. We're gonna go and capitalize off of this. Have him paint this picture, this, that, and everything else. Oh, you want to talk about positive stuff? That's not what we're looking for. We're gonna try to weed you out. You see what I'm saying?
And that goes back to, remember I mentioned the song "We Are the World." There was supposed to be another one, and I don't know why. Well, we kind of know the politics behind it. The unity that happened, they didn't like. Again, so it's not about gangster or anything. It's about when they see people unifying, they want to do the most they can to separate.
Well, folks, this is a great show that's going on. Make sure you guys stay tuned. What we're going to do right now, take a real quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Are you a business owner or someone looking for more ways and avenues to advertise and promote? Look no further. Contact us today for an advertisement. Email PD&J Media Productions LLC at gmail.com for more info. Promotions are everything. What are you waiting for?
Welcome back, folks, to a brand new episode. It's a brand new Wednesday, so you already know what that means. It's PD&J. What's good today? I'm your host, Jay.
I'm your host, Pocket. We've been getting into it
a lot.
I
don't like you right now.
Well, you know what? Truly, you hit it on the nose. What is going to get the most sales? Drama. Oh, man, that was a nice lead-in, wasn't it? Drama. We always say save the drama for who?
Your mama.
Well, in case you haven't noticed.
Thank you, Trulu. You're segueing into our new segment, Baby Mama Drama.
So in case y'all haven't noticed, there was a TikTok Instagram, Facebook posts were going around where this young lady allegedly, we gotta lose that word, we're media now.
Yeah.
Allegedly had 4 kids. One of the kids' baby daddy bought him McDonald's to the house.
If you haven't seen this video, you guys probably have been living under a rock, but we're just gonna break it down to you.
So in said video, he
Allegedly
brings the food in the drink. I'm sorry, drink. It's a child. The drink. Sorry, I had to correct me, y'all. Woo! Don't miss CPS coming after them. To the house to give to her and said it's for his child. And she's like, well, what's for the other kids? He's like, I didn't get them nothing. I bought it for my child. This is for him. Well, push comes to shove. She knocked the drink out of his hand, this, that, and the other.
Threw the food on the ground, walked away. And then she came back with a reaction video in regards to saying that, well, when they were together, he didn't have a problem with buying the kids food, but now that they broke up, blase, 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 blase. Well, to make a long story short, I think, and it came out, but we still got to use the word allegedly. Allegedly, this video. Go find your helmet. Go get your helmet. Go get your box. Go get your box. So allegedly, the video is fake, and she only does have one kid by the dude, and this was all a way to get attention. She's a social media whore and just wants to get her attention and everything else like that. So, oh my God, I can't take him this serious anymore. Oh my God. Oh, shit. Y'all see this, right? Okay, I'm just... So, anywho, this lady done lost her everlasting mind. For one, how dare you even try to put him on blast for that shit? For two, if it was my kid, I'm supporting my kid. Period, point blank. You want something, go get something from the other baby daddies, or you get it yourself and you get it back from the other baby daddies. I don't care where you get your food stamps from, when you get them from, whatever case may be. Now, I will say this. The right thing to do would have been for him to take his little man with him to McDonald's and they have a father-son outing and this, that, and everything else. That would have been the rightful thing to do. But I can understand if he was on his way to work, thought about his son real quick, wanted to drop some food off. I don't know. But she tripping. She's definitely tripping. Bullshit level DEFCON 5.
Sorry about that, folks. I had to exit for a little bit and invite our new character in. But, you know, that led to another one that just came out. So this girl was going on a trip, taking all 3 of her kids, and decided to not take her boyfriend's kid. After she included her boyfriend's kid on every other trip, they were taking a trip, I guess, to Disneyland or something, and she just said she's not taking them. I was like, is this what we're coming to now? There's nothing better to do now except for make it out on the kids. It's like
he better make sure it's his.
Been around the world. I don't know when, I don't know why. You ain't lying, man. You ain't lying. I had to say it, black people, come on now. We got to do this, doing this. What was it? Doing this shit for clout? That was a song, right? Yeah, doing this shit for clout. Come on, man. You got to do better than that.
So you really think that he should have just fed them all and just kept pushing, or just took care of his son? I want to get
here's my thought. You know what? I thought about this, and I didn't say this. I saved it. And I like what True just said. But what's to say her karma is her other kids not getting fed because maybe she cheated on him and he found out about it and saw that the other dude was with the kids. So you got to think about it. See, everybody always wants to point the finger at
him or her.
Yeah, him or her. Be honest with you, I look more towards at her. Like we said, the food stamps or whatever it is you do to get food.
Okay, he said honestly, yes, he would. Okay, facts. I respect that. I mean, I couldn't do it. I'm sorry, I couldn't do it.
Actually, you know what I would do? Let's say 20 fries come in a pack, right? There's 4 kids. So I give the one I hate the most 2.
Go put your helmet back
I'll
on.
get, wait, I'm almost done. And then I will split it up evenly amongst the rest. I think that's fair.
Okay, I respect that. The babies are innocent. They're hungry. Got to feed them. I definitely understand.
But it's not his job to
It's
feed
not.
those kids. It's his job to take care of his responsibility, not her responsibility. If that's the case, we set the precedent that if you dating somebody and they've got multiple children or children at all, you need to be the one to feed them. No. That was like, I watched another thing that said,
if he takes me out, he got to feed my kids. And is that the one you're talking about? Yeah.
Yeah, if he takes me out, he got to feed me and my kids. Well, what happened to the fact you don't let every man meet your child until you know that's the man you want to meet your child? Y'all are too quick to push these babies on these men and don't know their history.
I'm kind of like, if I'm feeling her and everything. Well, here's the thing, though. If it is true that they were together and he was doing X, Y, Z and stuff like that, then okay, the kids are innocent in the whole thing. Why, even though you guys separated, like I said, my thing would have been I would have took my child with me to McDonald's, got him something to eat or whatever case may be. Not so much just throwing it in all the other kids' faces or anything like that. That's something that I wouldn't have done. But at the same time, I'm not going to sit back and say that I can feed their whole fucking family or that I'm willing to feed their whole family. I'm not going to do that.
You know, they got a dollar menu for a reason. I'm going to just say that. I will say that. There's the dollar menu.
There's no such thing as a dollar menu no more, man.
So, yes, it is. You got 2-fers and 3-fers. But the thing I do want to say, his son is watching what he does. And I'll leave it at that. That's my last part of it. His son watches what his father does. So do you think that doesn't roll off, especially if he has that type of relationship where he's picking up his son frequently?
Well, we don't know that type of, like I said, allegedly.
Well, put it this way. If he's bringing food that one time, I'm quite sure that's not the first time.
Yeah, and I'm glad that she made a video, whether it's fake or real. I'm glad that it's because it brought up something that needs to be talked about. In all reality, something that a lot of people feel
stay away from.
Yeah, and it needs to be talked about. What are y'all guys' thoughts? Comments are open, as you can see. We're getting the comments left and right. What is your thought?
Now, like I said,
buy her ass some groceries. Well, she said that she was getting her food stamps, so why am I going to buy her groceries? She's getting food stamps already. She cooked.
Well, as we know right now, because of how the inflation's working, all them food stamps probably gone in one shop, and it may not be enough. I mean, to be honest, it may not be enough. But at the same time, it goes back to, like I said, no matter what, when it comes down to it, the son is watching, is seeing what's happening. You got to remember, not just the son, but all of those kids are seeing what's happening. That's the effect. That's going to be a ripple effect.
Well, folks, one hell of an episode. Like I said, we'll be right back.
Hey, you. Me? Yes, you. Are you ready to take your brand to the next level? Hell yeah! GLM Designs can help you with just that. Word? From laptop skins? You lying! Promotional flyers? Yo, son! Promo videos? I need that! OBS Twitch overlays and backgrounds.
Hey, yo, let me get that.
Professional one sheets and so much more.
Oh my God.
Please visit our
I'm on it
website,
right now.
GottaLoveMeWorld.com today to check out our designs.
Got it.
Follow us on social media at Gotta Love Me World.
Follow it.
GLM Designs are here to take care of all your graphic needs.
Welcome back, folks. Welcome back. Great episode of PD&J. What's good today? I'm your host, Jay.
I'm your host, Pocket. We're discussing the social media baby mama McDonald's.
And before we get back into that, I got to give a special shout out to my homegirl, T-Quest. T-Quest is watching right now. Shout out to you, girl. At the end of the day, she got engaged, and we are happy for you. And if anybody needs some graphic work done, hit her up. She gets a lot of good, man. She'll get your content looking right.
See this thing right behind us? You see them commercials we got? Did y'all see our show commercial? T-Quest, better than the rest.
Holla at your boy. Anywho, going back to the baby mama drama, man. And I get it because I do feel the same way. If the kids are hungry, I'm going to feed the kids. Jay does love the kids. My wife will tell you that I would do any and everything for the kids. But the problem is, you sometimes got ratchet women. Now, here's the thing about it. If she came to him in a different type of way, in a different type of tone, then I think the reaction probably would have been a little bit different. He might have thought about it and been like, oh, okay, I'll go and get a 20-piece nugget and maybe y'all can split that or whatever case may. I don't know. I'm not in the man's mind frame, but I'm going to tell you like this. If you come at me the way that you came at me, you're going to get an indirect, very direct response from me that you're not going to like.
The kids are watching. I know I've been saying that, but I don't think anybody understands that. The kids see what's going on. Now, I love how you went to the ratchet one, which I was thinking about going there, but I'm glad you went there first. There's a lot of women that take advantage of these dudes. They find a good dude and they use him for what it's worth.
For everything that he got.
And then they call him no good when he walks out the door if he does something like this. So, like I said, her feelings are hurt to me. I know it came out allegedly that it was a skit. I know it came out allegedly that it was a skit, and it was just something. But I do like the fact that it brought to light something that happens everywhere, not just by the color of your skin. It happens everywhere, every day. Is it right? How do you change it? What do you do? It's
Yeah, folks, we do have a lot of comments coming in right now. Please forgive me if we can't get to them all. But yeah, Robbie, I see you. Syph, I see you. T-Quest, I see you. Mr. Hannibal, I see you. Darian, I see you. It's a great show, folks. Keep tuning in. I like this topic though because it's bringing a light to a subject that a lot of people are going through. And talking about ratchet women, I've seen it where it happened where a guy that's not the father is paying child support on kids that's not even his.
So that's very common too.
How?
Well,
How and why? Somebody please tell me.
Something
How?
born every minute. You never heard that?
Yeah, facts.
And also, the good guys that don't want to speak out and they want the kids to have a father or whatever it may be. I don't even want to talk about that. I really don't, because there's something born every minute, and sometimes things happen beyond your control. Thank you. I believe I talked. I just suckers born every minute. And those of you that don't understand what that means, read that comment right there.
Can't use me if I'm willing and aware of the situation. We all know the hustle. When we hear and see it, right is right. But there's some times where a woman will go and get fucked on by somebody that's not her dude, get pregnant, perceive that it's the other dude's baby, and then they don't even want paternity. Dude puts his name on the birth certificate and then finds out, okay, the kid's not mine, but still stuck with paying.
Well, no. If you can pull DNA, you can get your name off the certificate. It's not that hard. It is not that hard. If you can literally get a DNA, Court order DNA, because you know most of them ain't gonna do it themselves. Court order DNA, and yeah, but now to request that court order DNA, that could be a thing in its own. I don't know, folks. I don't know. My whole thing is we're talking about, the adults. I'm, as the type of person I'm looking at the kids. They're watching this. They're seeing this go on. They're seeing his reaction or what he did for his child and not the rest. But they're also seeing how she reacted. That's confusing to them.
Like I said, if she came at him in a different way,
I know what I guess
And I'm
I
putting
didn't.
it
I didn't
on
say if
her.
I agree or disagree with you. I agree. If she would have came in not being ghetto, ratchet, hood,
so aggressive. I'm not going to say ghetto, ratchet, or hood, so aggressive.
Ghetto, ratchet, or hood. If she didn't come at him like that, if she came at him more as her customer service tone, more reasonable, things might have been different. Like, hey, I understand you bought this for him, but what about the rest of the kids? I know they're not yours, and you did this in the past. Could you get them and I get you back? Mind blown. We just have little things pop. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just worried about what the kids see, because we got a whole generation of I don't give a fucks coming up right now. And I'm quite sure a lot of y'all know what I'm saying. I know what I'm talking about. We got a whole generation of I don't care and I don't give a roots. And it's because of what they see in the house.
But this also makes sense too. What if he was only able to afford to get his son something? She got 4 or 5 kids by 4 or 5 different baby daddies.
Okay,
he might not be able to afford all
Okay,
that.
let's same scenario. How about if I give you $5, can you go get the other kids something? There's different things. There's different things around it. So, or how about if we scrounge some change in between us? Can we get the other kids something? It's just the way, like she does. Like you just said, the way she came at him, not good. It ain't gonna solve anything. It's not, because now you're gonna raise a generation of rude kids, which we already have and we're dealing with at this point.
Say it again.
We already have it. Trying to break these kids of these bad habits as they is. They think they're so entitled.
Well, folks, we got to take one more quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Who's ready for some fun? Who enjoys a podcast where the host speaks about what's on their minds and doesn't hold back? PD&J, What's Good Today, is an open format podcast hosted by Pocket and J-Dub the King. Let's talk about sports. Let's talk about music. Let's just have an interesting conversation. If you have any topics for us to discuss, email pdnjmediaproductionsllc@gmail.com. Tune in to PD&J What's Good Today every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on Facebook and YouTube Live at J-Dub the King.
Welcome back, folks. Welcome back. Brand new episode of What's Good Today. Real quick, any small businesses that's watching that want to get a boost on their advertising, email us at PD&J Media Productions at gmail.com. That way we can be able to get you set up with all your business needs of what you need. Now, back to one of our comments. Do it because you can. God blesses us all through people, places, and circumstances. Which couldn't be the point. Chulu, I love you today because you just keep helping us segue into our next topic. We're going to end the show on a lot of positive notes today. For one, save the date, October 15th. Get your laugh on at the Elks. Well, it's going to crack off. It's definitely going to crack off. Also, folks, the end of the year is coming in. And before you know it, we're going to be right into that holiday season. So you know what that means, right? It's our annual Toys for Joy campaign that we always like to do at the end of the year. So we're looking for families that you feel we're looking for you to nominate families in the Phoenix, Arizona area that if you feel that can benefit from donations in regards to if you feel like they're having a rough year and you just want to be able to be a blessing upon to somebody else, refer the family over to us. Also, those that are looking to be able to donate, definitely get a hold of us, whether it's through our social media pages or even if you want to email us at pdandjmediaproductions@gmail.com. Get to us and we'll let you know exactly how you can be able to donate, what we're looking for, what families are looking for, and how you can be able to be a blessing upon somebody else as well. Something you want to add?
We love the kids. We love kids. We don't like to see kids come up less fortunate. We don't like to see that. But you, like it just said, put that comment up there again. Put it up there. Do it because you can. That's all I want to say. Do it because you can. Second half, God blesses us all. Through people, places, and circumstances, situations. If you can, do it. If you want to donate your time to help us, do it. If you want to donate, if you know a family that's less fortunate, let us know. Even if it's your family, we don't care. One thing we want to say is we're not judgmental.
And J-Dub love the kids, so I'm always willing to help families. Everybody that knows me knows this.
And talking about families, one thing I wanted to shout out, I meant to get in this earlier. Muskogee County in Georgia. Shout out to deputy, and his last name, a lot of you not, is Countryman. Young black deputy on his way home. Heard a call for 2 children unconscious that almost drowned in the pool.
From the pool. Yeah,
And the mother was working on one, and he was working on the other one. He brought him back to consciousness. I think he's got a commendation, all kinds of stuff. So shout out to them. One thing I wanted to mention, that 2 reasons why. 1, it's a cop. 2, it's a deputy. Actually, there's a 3rd one. It's in Georgia. There's a lot of stuff going on in Georgia right now. Yeah. Not positive. We're not going to talk about it right now. But there's a lot of stuff going on in Georgia. And that's a positive thing coming out of there. They call it the Black Hollywood for a reason.
Well, folks, thank you for tuning in this week on a brand new episode of What's Good Today with PD&J. Again, I'm your host, Jay.
Now I'm your host, Pocket.
And we will see you
next week. Same time, same channel. Bless. That'll be your word.
Till next week, stay blessed.